Like when you have that kind of fusion, like you have in the DJ world, especially like with the DJ boom of the early 2000s, you had a lot of people trying to do something different. Like you had the DJ slash drummer thing. And like, I mean, look, I had a lot of friends that did it. I never understood it. I mean, whatever, that's cool. It's, you know, throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks. But,
shout out to DJ and Travis Barker that made that a thing.
I mean, they made that a thing, and that was like, but that was because it was DJ AM and it was Travis Barker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can't really recreate that. I mean, like there are a couple of local acts that may be able to do it. I think M Squared did something like that. But yeah, like it's one of those things where like you have to have some sort of like, I don't know, maybe the clout. I guess I have no idea. There's something. It's something because it's repetitive. It's redundant in my opinion, unless you have the personality to go with it. But either way, like in the idea that anybody is DJing in any place right now. I mean, like I know that Rincon is DJing. There's a few people in Orlando DJing. But none of. I mean, you can't do it. It's almost impossible to do it safely. Being a DJ in an outdoor event where I have a rope around me, I would do that. That I would do. Outside of that, I've turned down three or four gigs because I asked, "Hey, are you guys wearing masks?" And they're like, "Well, we're not requiring them." I'm like, "Well, I'm not going."
Good for you.
Yeah, dude. And it's tough. I mean, you know how it is, man. I haven't had a gig. I haven't DJ'd an event since March 7th.
Wow.
I was talking to Tommy Sunshine. He hasn't DJ'd. I mean, obviously at a different level, but he hasn't DJ'd since like the week after that, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. So you have a lot of big. I mean, you know, you have the bigger, like the big corporate like electronic DJs and stuff that are still doing their live streams and stuff, and they're not gonna suffer too much. But a lot of DJs are out doing the mix thing, and this is the other thing. I want to talk to our homies over at Promo Only about this, because if there is anybody that in my opinion could push the music industry to change the way that they do things, so that we, as like the DJs that are already paying for our pools, that are paying for things, you know, I mean, whenever I have weekly gigs, of course, you know, you pay for updated music, and it would be great if, especially now in 2020, we could use that online, since, you know, nobody is able to DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like that licensing will ghost you. Like it will make it, the minute that it smells that you're playing, I don't know, Bruno Mars or something, like it will mute you right away. So I don't know. There's gotta be some way to change that. What are your
well, I mean, Sony ghosted my live stream that you saw.
Yeah, they do that to me too. They do it to me all the time.
Yeah.
It's infuriating. How are we going to make it so that like live music is not, or you know, live events are never going to be the same? They're just not. I don't think I'm ever going to go to a gig or to an event without a mask on.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny when I was over here, I spent almost 3 months in Bangkok, and I mean, people had masks on in the clubs, and this is pre-COVID. Some of the DJs were wearing masks. Like, it's a cultural thing over here. So, yeah, even before COVID. So, I mean, now the mask thing would be great for America to adopt and not have a stigma about it. You know, if somebody has the flu, like, you decide to go to work or go to school or whatever, like, wear a mask. And everyone's like, well, I don't want everyone to look at me and think that there's something wrong with me. And it's like, I don't know. Like, I guess I've been over here long enough that it's just like all good.
Yeah.
And it works.
They have a really laid back atmosphere over there. The Thai people. That's pretty cool. I didn't want to be didn't want to be all racist and stuff and say, but isn't like a mask thing? Because I did it last week with my buddy Yoon Johnny, who's in South Korea. I'm like, isn't it like an Asian thing for people to wear masks and stuff? And he was like, well, I can't speak for all Asian people. So I sounded like an asshole, like a stupid American. But like you've confirmed it that there is in Thailand that was a thing pre-COVID, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. And I mean, even I flew through Tokyo and same Tokyo public transportation, people are wearing masks, and I've been all Cambodia, all over Southeast Asia, and like every country we've gone to, there's people with masks and stuff. So
that is so cool, man.
Not just Asians though.
No, not just Asians. See, so I'm feeling less racist in this conversation. This is good. So, man, that is so cool. So you've been to Cambodia, you've been to all over Southeast Asia in the last 2 years. Have you spun at all the places or?
Yeah, the Philippines is the only country I didn't play in, and Singapore, but Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam.
Holy crap!
Yeah, I think those were so 4. Yeah, so yeah, man, it's good times. It's it's amazing.
So I just, and I'm about to talk a little bit of shop here with you.
Mm-hmm.
I just got the new Pioneer, the 1200, it was like $1,200-$1,300 player, the one with DVS support and all of that. I can't remember, but I've been playing with it for the last last month or two. Amazing. So if you're looking for something compact that still has the 1000s, the platter, very, very good and very inexpensive for what it is. So
okay, yeah, I feel like the equipment, the pricing is getting like significantly more reasonable.
Oh yeah,
than it was. So I love I think I have the DDJ SP3, and it literally fits in my backpack that I have all my clothes in and stuff. So it's like
awesome.
Super clutch for backpacking around. So, but I have to say, I know I said I like DJed in Cambodia and Laos and Vietnam. It's not like luxurious at all. I was playing like hostels, and I was like staying for free. I wasn't like making like money really, and I mean it's always about the experience. So
that is exactly what I would be doing. Like right now, part of the reason why I got this one, it was I can't remember. It's the DDJ whatever. But it's basically the same size as the SX, and the reason that I got it is because I love the big platters and I like the DVS support, because I want to take that and like last or I guess in 2017, I think it was 2018, I was in LA DJing, and I had to rent gear over there. And I just want to have my own thing. And this is so compact and it's small. I wish that I had it while I was DJing actively out, because this is exactly what I wanted for so long.
That's awesome.
But yeah, dude, that's a great thing. The experience is like, those are the types of gigs you do for the experience. Like,
exactly.
Like when people show up and go, "Hey, could you DJ my apartment complex for exposure?" No, that's not what we're talking about. I'm in a remote area, partying with a bunch of strangers, and they're letting me stay at their house or at their hospital or at their place. That's dope. I love that, and I can't wait for it not to be so pandemic-y out so that I can do that too. I'm
man,
very jealous, and I'll hit you up when I go out there.
you should hit me up. I can put you on to some places that I did all the heavy lifting for you, so I got the connects I can just like hand over.
Bro, I will absolutely take you up on that. I'm actually, one of the things that I'm working on is being able to travel more and stuff once COVID is subsided, whenever the hell that's going to be.